they had, because if he'd have taken one of them, it would have really put the pressure.
Goalkeeper. We spoke about the high line in Liverpool, and the reason why they trust that high line is because if they get through it, they've got a top-class goalkeeper to beat. The number of times we've spoken about that high, it's risky, and the chances that teams have created. He's a world-class goalkeeper. A number of saves that he makes, top saves like that, keep Liverpool in the game.
You think that's why probably Manchester City are looking to the likes of Haaland to bring in him? He's prolific goal scorer. Is what they need.
I think the problem
they're not
is
bad anyway.
when City lose, everyone says, they need a striker. Yeah. I agree with Alan in terms of throwing that in the mix for a plan B. Man City are so good because of the midfielders running into spaces, creating spaces for others. So
everyone says Manchester City need a striker, but it seemed they went for Harry Kane last season, and they're going to go for Haaland this season. So it seems the club and Pep think the same thing.
It's just for different. So, you've got Alan here who will talk more about the strikers, but just to change it up a little bit. Sometimes you know what Man City are going to do with a striker. You can have a difference in there and talk about being clinical. If that's Harry Kane or Haaland going through, no disrespect, I think that's the goal.
I just think when you get to this stage of the season and you're playing in such important matches, those little chances make all the difference. And the world-class strikers take them, and that's why he wanted Harry Kane, and that's why he wants Haaland, and we'll probably get him.
We did have 4 or 5 minutes of real excitement at the end, and it was gripping the chances they had because of this Bernardo Silva tap-in that after Mahrez came on and made a bit of a difference.
He did, but Alan alluded to it earlier. We were baffled as to the lack of substitutions, and when Mahrez come on, we know what a wonderful player he is and how many goals he scored this season. When I've come off the bench, you cover minutes. I mean, it's ridiculous, really.
Yeah,
it was tough.
In my day, we never used to play for 95, 96 minutes either, but like they do now. So I don't think we did. We might have done.
But it could have been different.
But they had chances, didn't they? They had chances. Edge of your seat stuff in here.
Agonising. And they just kept coming and coming. And this is Fernandinho. You just think, has it missed? This is the one.
It's still not easy. Still not easy.
I remember it to be.
No, it wasn't. We can hear from Virgil van Dijk. He's with Kelly.
Virgil, congratulations. You're into the FA Cup final, but was that a little bit nervier than you'd have liked at the end?
Yeah, I think we made it very difficult to the final.
Let's talk about that first.
Against City, that's the champions of England at the moment, and it was always going to be tough, no matter who they line up. And you saw it as well today. I think, there will be moments where kill the game off, in my opinion.
A word on Ibrahim as because 3 goals now for him just in April alone. How impressive has he been?
Very. He's made a great impact. He's working hard every day. Good mentality, work rate, incredible. And obviously he has to perform where he's obviously caught upon. And I think he's doing just that. And obviously he's still so young, and it's incredible how good he already is. So obviously everyone at Liverpool should appreciate what we got. And future is bright. Thank you very much.
Well, Virgil van Dijk gave Konate a lot of credit, and he's made a difference in the box as well at the other end.
Yeah,
scoring that first goal.
Threat. We've seen it in the past week or so. I mean, there's no one getting in his way there. They tried to block him. Jesus and Grealish, just get out of my way. No one's stopping him. He gets past the two of them, then he gets above Ake.
It's a great header.
It's a brilliant header. The way he guides it as well. But it's the desire and the aggression to get on the end of that ball that's the impressive thing.
Yeah, the second goal was extraordinary in many ways.
It epitomised the start from Mane in the Liverpool team in terms of on the front foot, nice and aware, good tenacity and getting after them. I know it's a mistake, but if you haven't got that desire to go and close him down, because as soon as Stones he was already on his way, Mane. Yeah. And if you notice before, the Stones had to fizz it in because Mane was on his toes straight away and he couldn't play that one-touch goal.
Exactly that.
It's a howler.
The keeper. Thursday you come into a semi-final, just don't make a mistake. Even if you have to do something that the manager doesn't want to do, you've got to take that responsibility and just kick it away.
They've got left for history, for something that would live in the memory forever.
I'll tell you what they've got. The great advantage of being in so many competitions is that every player doesn't want to miss any of the big games coming up. So every time they go on the pitch, they've got an opportunity to show Klopp that they should be playing in the semi-final or the final or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Chance.
OK. I think we can hear from Jurgen Klopp, I'm hearing, so let's hope that's true. Here he is with Kelly.
Klopp, congratulations. Your first FA Cup semi-final, and now you're going to take your team to the FA Cup final. It may have been nervy at the end, but how proud are you of that performance overall?
Oh, absolutely proud. It's an incredible. I think the first half was one of the best we ever played. We did all the right stuff. We scored in the right moments. We played an incredible game in the first half, I have to say. I really loved each second of it. And yeah, second half started with a goal from Man City, and then it opens up. The quality of City is insane, and you could see that then. It was up to much more open game. Obviously, we had our situations. You see now, so now it's on a few pictures, and when Micah is talking, and it's always Man City situations in the end. It's clear, but we had our counter attacks which we didn't use. We can close the game there, but of course, we respect the quality of City so much, and it's so difficult to win against them. But because it's these boys in my dressing room, we have a chance, and that's enough for me to give it a try.
How big a statement is this win against Manchester City?
That's not a statement, really. We are in the final. But I think City knew before that it will be difficult. It could be difficult against us. That's how it most of the time was. There was one game with a strange scoreline, 5-0 or so, when we had an early red card, more or less the other game, or when we were already champion. But when both teams were concentration-wise on top of the game, it was always close. Should be fine, but we don't use it as a statement. We just wanted to go to the final, and that's what happened.
Potential.
I think that's a long, convoluted way of saying we'll take each game as it comes, don't you? But it would be remarkable. These two teams they turn up week in, week out and give us great performances and great entertainment, don't they?
Yeah, in two different ways. The level of consistency and quality that we see is phenomenal. But it's just a great spectacle to watch these two teams, isn't it?
I'm afraid, chaps, we've run out of form. But Danny, Micah, Alan, thank you very much indeed. That is indeed it from us. Liverpool are still on for the quadruple. Jeepers keepers.